In this tutorial, we are going to design a beautiful snack label and then mock it up on this jar. Alright, so this is Cool Graphics. If you haven't subscribed to this channel, kindly subscribe. And without any further ado, let's jump right into this video. Alright, so we are in Adobe Photoshop, new document panel, and let's change this guy to centimeters. The width, let's make it 26 centimeters, and the height, let's make it 6 centimeters. 300 resolution pixel per inch, RGB color mode, 8-bit. Click rate. Alright, so what you're going to do is very simple. First of all, let's grab the rectangle tool. You can press U on the keyboard, and when you do, if you are lucky, you have the rectangle tool selected. If not, right click on the tool that is selected over here. If it was rounded, rectangle, ellipse, just select rectangle tool. Right now, let's click once on the canvas. This pops up, and let's punch for the width. The first one is the width. Let's punch 0.7 centimeters cm. All right, and then let's come to the height and let's make it 0.5 centimeters. All right, so this guy, we have this guy right here, so I'll drag it here. Okay, make sure that, let me undo that. If you have the rectangle tool selected, you can't move it unless you have the move to V on the keyboard. Click, then you drag over here. All right, hold Alt on the keyboard, click, and then drag one over here. Now we need guides. Okay, we are going to use the ruler. So this is my ruler up here, and then the left here. Okay, so if you can't find your ruler, just go to view, and down here you see rulers. Click on that, you have your ruler, and yours might be at, let's say, inches or something. Just right click on the ruler and choose centimeters. Okay, so simply zoom in like this, click on the ruler, drag down, you have this guide. Okay, and then drop it below the shape right here. Then one trick is that you can just drag one from here, and then if you press Alt, it will become vertical. All right, so that if you can just drag from here, press Alt, turns to vertical, and then you just snap it over here, just like that. All right, and if you drag one from here vertical, and then you press Alt on the keyboard, it will turn to horizontal. All right, so simple as ABC. Okay, like that. So we're going to work within these areas, and grab the rectangle tool again, click once. This time just punch 4.5 centimeters for the width. Okay, and for the height, let's say you can choose, let's make it 2 centimeters. All right, you don't need the height though. All right, so one here, and then drag another one here, and then just move here, drag one here. Okay, now you can delete these two guys, and then click, drag this guy here. Okay, starting from that guy, and drag another one here. Okay, and then let's get some rulers over here. All right, so you can go ahead and delete the shapes. Okay, so we are good to go. So what we are going to start with is very simple, with a solid color. Okay, so down here, we have adjustment layers. Just create a solid color. All right, so you can copy the color code on the screen. All right, so we are using this guy. Now let's create a new layer. Click on this plus, and then press B for the brush tool. Okay, you can locate that. So this is the size of the brush tool that yours needs to be. Okay, so with the color, let me double click over here, and let's choose, click somewhere here, you get pure yellow. All right, click OK. I don't know if that's pure yellow or something, but that's cool. Make sure the size of your brush is like this. Okay, then click once. For now, let's maintain this click. Okay, So you can go ahead and lock down the layer and select this guy and lock it. If it happens to be like you want to change it, you'll come back and do so. All right, so let's go into the images folder and bring this guy. Let's drop it. Okay, so you have two ways to do this. Okay, first of all, let's click OK and let's drag the layer on top of this guy. So you can, if you want them to be in smaller sizes, okay, these icons or these, you know, food stuffs, if you want it to be smaller, you just duplicate. It is very, very difficult duplicating these guys. So what you do is just hit Ctrl J to duplicate, Ctrl T to fruit transform, then just move them here. Okay, Ctrl J, Ctrl T, then you move. Else selecting that with the move tool becomes difficult. Okay, so you can use this. All right, Ctrl E, merge them together. Ctrl E will merge everything together. So let me undo that. You select all the three, Ctrl E, or if you right click, you can see merge layers. Then here you select screen. So you can see that they are small. Okay, they are smaller in there, which is a form of pattern. All right, that looks cool. Or if you don't want that, you can just let me hide that. And if you bring in this image, if you want, you can just make it bigger like this and change it to screen, so they will just be big like this, showing in there. So anyway, let me undo that. If you want to use this, cool. If you want the smaller ones, that's cool. All right, so that's that. Let me select the topmost layer and bring in the guy. I wanted to use this guy over here. Okay, so let's use it. I didn't use it in the original, but let's use it. Okay, let's fill it like this and let's change it to soft lights. Okay, and add layer mask, and then grab the brush B on the keyboard. Make sure the foreground color is black, okay, else you get something. Just brush over the edges to fade the edges, else you might have some sharp edges. So the light rays are in there, you can see it well. If you want it visible, I mean, beginners will love to see that rays, want it to show, you can just change it to overlay, or you know, you have some vivid light is very, very bad. Hard light. So I choose soft light. You can choose hard light if you want it visible, if you want it, you know, that way, but I'm choosing soft light. Good. All right, so then let's bring this guy. This is very simple, and you can just, if your sister has, I mean, snacks business, you can just do this and she will just print them as stickers, and we just, I mean, paste them on the containers. Then you have a brand. So already this is looking delicious. I mean, Espanian will say delicioso. I'm lying, I don't know anything about Spanish. Okay, don't go and say it anywhere else. They will laugh at you. And you say, I heard Cook saying that, nah, I'm a designer, I'm not a language, I mean, I don't teach languages. So this is what we have right here, and we are maintaining it. You might, I mean, reduce the size of the chin snacks. Okay, you might, I said you might, not to do it now. Who is doing that? All right, so the next thing that we're going to do is just get some title. Okay, and I have this orange 3D text, okay, but I've removed the shadows, so it's no more 3D. So there's shadows and all of that. I'll just leave it in the among the I'll add it to the resources, don't worry. So up here you see change text here. If you double click on that, you just type in Chin or the name of the brand, or some the name of the brand. Yes, brand, sorry. So if you want to change it, just change it, but for the font that I'm using is Chewy. Okay, I'll leave that in the resources, don't worry. So after you change it, you just save and close and you have this. Okay, so I already have that in my resources. I'll go and grab that. So there it is. I'll just click and drag it in here. Okay, so right now you would be creating your 3D text. Okay, so let me just place it here. And one thing about label designs is that you either choose to make the product, the image of the product bigger than the name of the product, or you just make otherwise. Okay, you just don't have to make them big. I mean, the image is big and then the name is also big. You wouldn't know which one to look first, and you know, hierarchy is very, very important. Okay, so take good note of that. So I have my name here, and the next thing we're going to do is just very simple. You can use the shape, you can use the pen tool, or we can use the rectangle tool. So let's use the rectangle tool. Just drag over a space like this. Okay, and then release. Let's change it to this color. No, we don't want this color. So let's paste. I'll paste in this color code so you can copy that. Okay, all right, so that's what we want. Let me drag this guy down a little and let me squeeze it. Okay, so let's select this guy and Control T for free transform tool. Okay, so up here you see warp. Okay, if you click on that, over here you see warp custom. Okay, so drop this down and select flag. So the bend is 50 and the rest is 000. All right, so just click OK for that and come over here, FX blending options. You can choose stroke from here already. All right, so let's make the stroke size 11. Okay, and the color over here, let's make it FFD800. FFD800. It's yellow or something. All right, so let's squeeze it down, bring it here. Okay, let's send it below the name, but before that, okay, let's add the text on top before we do that. So grab the type to T. All right, click once. The font is very huge, sorry, so I'll just reduce mine. Okay, and then okay, so I'll change it to cream cake. The font that I'm going to use is cream cake regular. It will be in the description, don't worry about that. What am I doing? Let's change it to white. Okay, and let's make it, let me increase it by, all right, so something like this. And Control T, I'm already in transform mode, so let's same process. Let's click the warp and then let's drop this down and choose flag. Okay, so we already have it in a flag form. You can bend it more. Okay, if we increase the bend over here and hit enter, did it even take effect? Let's bring it here. Control T, let's, okay, then let's increase it, let's scale it up a little. So crunchy delight, and with that, hold alt and click on the rectangle. Okay, to select the rectangle, and then this guy will link them together so that you can move both of them at the same time. So let's just bring it below here. Let's try again. Anyway, this is cool, let's maintain this. So let's fix something. You see what I wrote here? I don't even know what I wrote. Dislight. What is dislight? Is this delight? No one told me. You people. Okay, fine. So there are two options right here before we get the description going. If you don't have any logo, just bring these two guys up here like that to maintain, like, to cover these areas. Okay, fine. But and you just add your tagline. Maybe with my tagline, I'll make it made with love. Okay, just put some, tagline down here. But if you have a logo, you have a business logo or something, then you can just maintain this guy somewhere here, because the tagline will come down here. All right, and just put the logo up here. So dealing with the logo, with mine, I will just create something. It's nothing, but I just gotta try do one or two things. So let's click up here. Okay, then I will just do something like this, and then click here, and then click up here again, then combine or join them. So A on the keyboard, if you press A on the keyboard, you get the direct selection tool. Then click anywhere you see these anchor points, handles. You can just tweak the handles. Let's bring this guy down a little, then let's tweak the handle like this. Okay, not a big deal, bro, not a let's make it white. You can double click on the layer thumbnail. Okay, or if you have any of the shape creating tools, like you can grab the pen tool, or you can grab the moved rectangle tool. Up here you see fill, and then you choose white. Okay, like that. So just hold alt and then click on the white and then drag it up. Okay, so you have shape 1 and shape 2, shape 1 copy, but they are both white, so you wouldn't see anything. So select the bottom one, okay, the one below the original one, and then I will just double click on the layer thumbnail. If you don't know how to double click on the layer thumbnail, just select any shape tool, okay, whether the pen tool or the rectangle tool. You see on the control panel, you see fill. You just click this guy. Now copy this color code and paste in yours. All right, so that's it. You can drag the orange up a little, so I'll move both of them up like this if necessary or something. So I will select the layer below the two shapes, okay, and then I'll paste the logo. All right, then I'll resize. Let me resize. It's quite huge, like this, and this guy is also in the way or something. All right, so let me just get them up here, and let's get this guy to the top like that. Okay, so there's it. So this is the logo, and if you don't have any logo, as I said, just bring these two guys to cover this space and have your tagline down here. All right, so easy peasy. Let's get going. So very simple thing that we are going to do over here. Okay, so let me paste, but before that, let's select the topmost layer, okay, and then paste. All right, so these are the descriptions. All right, so what you have to do is very simple. I'm just going to take you guys through. Okay, I know someone will be like, why did you skip this place? Others will be like, why are you doing this process? It's very simple. We've been watching your tutorials and we know how to create rectangles and put text on them. Anyways, these are you see, one thing I hate about myself is typing rubbish. Ingredients, I say ingredients. So ingredients: baking powder, yeast, sugar, whatever. Nutrition, instructions, store in cool dry place. Everything is stored in cool dry place. I don't know what's in cool dry place. close package we're not eating. So very simple, just create a rectangle, okay, within this. Okay, this guy is outside. So anyway, this for tutorial sake, but make sure you fix that. Okay, make sure yours it touches this guideline, because if you want to be professional, don't look down on simple mistakes. Good. So just grab the type to type instructions and all of that and do that. So the color, let me just give you the color code for the, so this is the color code for the shape right here. Okay, so you can just copy that and do that. Very simple. So I'm coming here to paste what has to be pasted over here, and once again let me just drag this guy up, select the top mostly. You can group these guys together. Okay, after doing yours you can just group them together, and I will paste this over here. Okay, the original label that I did was quite bigger than this, that's why when I paste becomes huge, right? But don't worry about that, just go ahead and do that. But remember, all these images I will be in the resources, so these are just manufactured by and all of that, the expiring dates and the net weight, just a random net weight over there. Okay, so that's that. And so with that, I'm just going to show you guys. So this is made with love. So this is the last time I'll ever paste. Okay, don't worry, I won't paste anything again. So this is made with love. I just didn't want to make it, don't go and make it black now, those color or something. So this, you can even shade it down a little. Okay, it doesn't have to, just made with love, you know, that for a feeling of disappearing when you're actually biting on something sweet. So let's grab this, let's grab the type 2 and just click the lorem ipsum this doodle fonts right here. Okay, this doodle font, I will delete the first triangles, question marks. So this shows some appetite something. Okay, I'll make it white. It's just a font, it will be in the description, don't worry about that. I'll flip horizontal, increase the size a little. Where am I taking the guideline? Anyway, let me just do it from here. All right, okay, that's cool. You can make it 2, okay, but I'm making it 1 to this folder. Okay, and this is the grade. Okay, you know, best quality. You can even put 100% natural over there, but there's not some herbal this thing. Okay, best quality, the grade, best quality. Okay, last thing that we need to do, you see, we can see this image is very sharp. Okay, and there are a lot of infos in there, but we can put this into focus. So this guy right here, I decided to cut this guy. Okay, I just decided to cut around this guy, so I've already done that, I'm not going to do that. Okay, so I'll paste him right here. So there's it, and it got some Gaussian blurs on that. Okay, so I'm just going to resize it. Don't worry, I'll leave this guy will also be in the description, so don't worry about that. So you can place it here. Okay, and you see they are of the same, I mean, sharpness, so nothing happens. So you can go to filter and blur and motion blur, right? It's like throwing some of this chin around. Okay, so like this, and with this you see this guy is blurred, and it puts this guy you know what I want to say, I'm not talking again, you guys want to laugh at me. All right, so let's place this guy here, and of course you can change the direction. So down here, double click on the motion blur and just tweak it like that. Okay, but I don't want to change the direction, I want to maintain that. So this is cool, and you got this beautiful design right here that you can do this right now and print the labels. Make sure you change it to CMYK before, if you want to print something, just brand this guy and whether a friend of yours or family member or something have some snacks, and just be creative and just brand things up. So this is the final work. Okay, just a mock-up. Okay, the label is on that, so you can see the final work actually beautiful. I mean, you can just go ahead and brand yours. If you want this mockup, just comment below mockup and I'll send you the link. All right, I'll send you the link. This thing goes on Facebook. Comment below this and I will send you blah blah blah. Just comment that. Okay, I'll send you. This mockup is precious to me. I won't add it to the resources, so I want you guys to comment. If you want it, just comment. Okay, so guys, this is very simple, and if you comment and I send you the mockup, this is how you're going to use it. Okay, so first of all, we have two things right here. We have the label and the filling. Okay, if I turn off the label, you see the filling is just groundnut. Okay, so you can do this for groundnuts and all of that. So the label, just drop down the label and you see label design right here. Double click on that and you just paste. Okay, you just input you just bring the label, you save it as JPEG or something, then you just bring it here and you save it, then you close, you have it here. Okay, but make sure to turn down the label color, else you will not see the groundnuts in there. Okay, so it's just like that. So just thanks for watching, guys. This is very simple to do, and this is Cool Graphics Design Chef for Chichiku, and I'm out. Peace.